Amazing evening, Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Update with Precious. And it is sweet, my belly, to bring about things that happen for Nigeria. So, as I make a bring on a hot chase. So, El-Rufai has the integrity to call our whole number three person for the Nigeria, Oga Akpabio, say he's a scumbag. That Akpabio, I came with evidence, because I cannot say a thing like this without evidence. I carry evidence full ground. He called Akpabio scumbag. Say Akpabio na scumbag. Saying get lock, say in no day Nigeria, saying for join Peter Obi for that protest we happened today. Our whole Senate president is a scumbag. Is that what you're saying? Well, that's not all the gist. I sure said I don't just that earlier today too. Waiting if they say Madam Remi Tinubu, our beloved first lady, tell Fox News Digital. I mean, tell Fox News Digital about waiting they happen for Nigeria. You, in fact, people don't they vex. Others they vex say, oh, so you welcome the air strike will happen on Christmas Day, and you want that to happen again. But on the other hand, Greece saying a Christian genocide. They say no, not be Christian genocide, na propaganda. But then believe saying that US they do the propaganda. So now who do? Now who do? Hey, and they come with small gist them plenty for ground. Wait, this I won't give for that this evening. Not forgetting, say we go put eye well for waiting get to do with the case where be said the courts don't charge the. In fact, the judge for inside US courts don't frown well to FBI and DEA. Say what's in this delay? What in the delaying tactics are you people doing? That you have refused to show the what did they call and bring out the file we get to do with one Mr. Tinubu. Waiting on the delay. Meanwhile, David Hundeyin will be one of the persons that will be said supposed they for court inside that case. Don't say it's Madam Court, Madam Judge, Madam Judge. Excuse me. I know what you they do there. I know the prank one they play. Well, all of this and more matter now carry common at the most. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the show today. Oh yeah, make I go begin giving the hot headlines and one by follow. Just to repeat the words that went happen before. Genocide claimed by Christians in Nigeria. US propaganda, 9B. But Trump's intervention is divine. Remi Tinubu, your first lady, now they talk that one. US Christmas Day airstrike in Nigeria is a blessing, more expected. Now another headline we carry like that. First lady. Meanwhile, angry US judge lambast FBI DEA for delaying release of Tinubu's criminal records. Issues final ultimatum. David Hundeyin, one of the people that were there in charge of the matter or were they involved for that case, he don't reply sharp. US judge issues final ultimatum to FBI DEA to release details of Tinubu's narcotics deal. So come. DEA, FBI, what are you people doing? What have you been delaying? Like say you they sleep since, Judge. Judge, what, have you been snoring? You don't know what the happens since. You don't know saying that delay since. And a part of waiting David Hundeyin talk. So wait until the person will be say would carry the case against. Don't they enter 3 years in office? Now they wake up, they thought say they delay. So you want tell me as intelligent as a day like the judge. So you know no saying a delay before. I don't respect you at all. But the day the bass goes when give there. I will tell them that the bass goes way David Hundeyin give. Shallow graves found in the Boyin's Amasiri amid a communal violence. Army launches probe amid troop deployment. I suppose get person from Amasiri community who could join me today. Make also talk about this matter. 3 toddlers abducted by landlord's guests in a Boyin community opposite army barracks. That one said the gunmen reportedly abduct nurse, 3 others at Edo Community Health Center. As they talk to you, they don't bab priests, they don't bab children, young children, where be say go pray all night prayer. Catholic children for inside their place. For Benue State, now people don't they raise alarm over this one. No, people they raise alarm, and I will follow show you the evidence. Electronic transmission tension in Abuja as Peter Obi leads protest at National Assembly. Where is Atiku? Nigerians call out former VP over absence at electoral reform protest. And Tinubu is a dwarf in Nigeria's political history. The long 9 they talk this one. 2027 polls won't hold. That is 2027 election will not hold. Tinubu will be removed if Senate blocks transmitting election results electronically. Say if Senate block to transmit election results electronically, say Tinubu said they will come out and SDP shifted Adebayo 9 they talk this one. Tinubu government to spend 6 billion to build 3 mega schools in Gombe State, 3 schools for Gombe State. Now it will take 6 billion naira. It is shocking the way Nigerian government they release money. Our salary is poor. Allowance has remained static for 20 years. Nigerian magistrates then done the acts. I mean, if you do for our brother judges, you have to do for us too. Please, we get poor salary. Come and help us. 2027, APC says 10 million membership surge signals victory path for Tinubu, other aspirants. So they don't get 10 million now for their membership. Meanwhile, people going to talk on the talk. I think around 2023 now, 40 million or 30 million on a day on a membership in day. How come na 10 million on a day now? Oh wow. Okay, this 10 million now, okay, maybe because you won election with 8 million. So if you get 10 million, you don't win. I don't know, but people they talk about them through the calculation or with the calculation. Appeal court affirms Natasha's suspension, says Senate acted within law. And then Electoral Act Amendment, devil is talking to Akpabio. He must be stopped. Adebayo don't talk. Isn't a devil? Don't they talk to you, Akpabio? Devil, they talk to you. They must stop you. And then terrorists abduct 9 Catholic church worshippers in Benue State. 9 of them, young children. I heard that between the age of 9 and 19 or thereabouts, 9 and be. Very sad incidents there. You must end Christian genocide now and rescue kidnapped priest Nathaniel Aswaye. Others abducted. Riley Moore don't tell Tinubu, say, end this kidnapping now. After that, I begin shout. Wetin go stop am? Okay, sorry. Our president been talk today, say, he go bring out other means to use, make sure, say, he will devise other means to tackle security. Since he be say, the means wey they used before, no, they work. Okay, make I go ahead. Bandits abduct all passengers, all in fresh attack along Ejule Aloma Road in Kogi State. So they abduct all the passengers and for along that Ejule Aloma Road for inside Kogi State. Takes another wow. Meanwhile, trial of suspected killers of Arise News journalist Tom Tochukwu has stalled. Why the trial stalled? I will let you in on that conversation. NSITF CEO grants himself no approval limits on 297 billion naira fund. Operates over 100 bank accounts linked to just one BVN. That's not the exclusive BBC Sahara reporters carry come out. Meanwhile, armed policemen escort Omonile thugs to demolish over 70 houses at Federal Housing Estate, Abison in Lagos State. And the Nigerian Army uncovers IEDs constructed from gas cylinders in Abia community. Now, this is the second bomb scare for inside Abia State. The first one, pastor saying they say improvised device for inside church. Police they talk another thing. He say no, he insisting na waiting be that. Now waiting they come up with that. But they insist. Security they say not be as it be. Now again they don't come see another one, another improvised device again for inside Abia State again. What is going on? What not be till the team boom everywhere scatter. People die now. We come Greece saying that true. Like security agencies, how did they use this one now when it happened? Well, I like to say kudos to them as they even see the thing and even nip them in the board. Alleged 10 billion naira fraud. Witness narrates how ex-Kogi governor Yahaya Bello acquired luxury Abuja properties with diverted funds. He carried funds, so if you say divert, use acquire luxury Abuja properties. Now, wow. Nigerian army uncovers IED. I don't tell on that one, Shapali. And then Boko Haram terrorists reportedly issue threats. Another threat letter to another Kwara community after Wuru massacre. They don't send another people again. Now, we'll not go put eye for ground, begin watch this one before another disaster go happen again. We have the capacity to stop this from happening. Please, our security agencies, the president, everybody will be involved. We could try make this one not happen again. Because it pay me for man to report this kind of things there. Visa overstay. US again wants Nigerians, says other citizens will be affected. If you overstay your visa, now your citizens now you they affect for overstaying of your visa. Nigeria on the brink of collapse. Pat Utomi wants demands electoral reforms, probe of INEC judiciary. Say they not probe INEC and judiciary. Say Nigeria don't yapata be that one. No, they're gonna take time. Well, all of this matter and more now we carry come for the months to bring for now. So earlier today, we could start very quickly. Peter Obi and other people then being lead protest inside National Assembly to demand for direct transmission of election results. And not just that, for the adjustment of the time frame for inside the election and other things we said in demand for. Make I play you some sights and sounds as it gets to do with the protest earlier today. We're gonna watch them keenly as they take up and all the people we talk for inside the this thing today. We're gonna watch them.
Please move. There's no space here. Go
Hold on. Let us see the people at the gate before we can go. Please just hold on here. Hold on here. Please hold on here. Please hold on here. Hold on here. Stop joining.
Simple transmission. It's not a difficult thing. Allow the elections to go through the normal process. Whoever wins will accept. So why are you bringing all sorts of confusion?
I want to ask you a question. Last week, they protested. And last night, the Senate issued a statement saying that they are going to have an emergency plenary sitting tomorrow. Doesn't that make a difference?
That's what we are trying to make sure they make that difference.
So are you coming here tomorrow to protest this?
No. When they sit tomorrow, after they are sitting tomorrow.
But the political parties are lagging behind. It's as if it's the Nigerian situation that is working. They are working towards this action.
We are working. We are doing that. That's what it's good you are seeing me today now.
It's the first time for everything. Let us get on that with people. Amechi.
Yeah, we'll stay with you. Let's continue to have a sight and sound of the protest at the National Assembly
We are certain that, but we need to address our concerns about this country and the election. What we want is an electoral process that is transparent from beginning to finish. Our demands about the amendment is simple. Let us have an amendment that allows first, let no qualification of people who want to contest the election. And that qualification must be advertised. So if anybody says, I went to this primary school, I went to this secondary school, I went to this university, the election must be transmitted electronically from the polling booth direct. We don't want any point any longer. Let people watch it. That's what is happening in South Africa. That's happening in Ghana. That's happening everywhere. The giant of Africa have refused to be giant in anything. We cannot continue to shame Africa. We now want giant of Africa to be true giant of Africa. And the only way we can do it is to live a transparent, honest life, starting from our election processes.
Okay. So what is the danger if Nigeria goes into election with the current state of the Electoral Act?
You don't need to tell us the danger. The danger is so. We cannot continue to shame Africa. We now want giant of Africa to be true giant of Africa. And the only way we can do it is to live a transparent, honest life, starting from our election processes.
Okay. So what is the danger if Nigeria goes into election with the current state of the Electoral Act?
You don't need to tell us the danger. The danger is so in 2023. The danger was clear. We have suffered the danger. That's what we have suffered before. We don't want any glitch again. Glitch is finished. We want things to come happen. No more glitch.
Akpabio! All right. Warning strike. Let them know you are watching and this electoral reform. No more midnight. No more.
electronic transmission. Why not others? We have from 360 days to 180 days.
2019, they spent billions on electoral reform. Jonathan said, okay, let's go Beavers. Let's have electronic voting. Now, 2023, they spent 359 billion again for this same thing. So why do you want to throw it away? Why the sudden no need to transmit? We all know what happened in collation room. Collation room is where you put garri for water. If you go overnight, before you come back, garri don't swell up, not done to ever. It is better they transmit and they still do manual counting. For Nigerians to be happy, that's what we do.
Do you think Senate will have to tomorrow?
They already denied it that they didn't say there is no electronic transfer. They said it's just transmission and transfer, and the English we want correct.
You watch it live. You watch the player.
They were saying that the English they want to correct. So let us wait for them till tomorrow. This one are warning. And tomorrow
we just test the mic.
They test them. Say if you shouldn't test Nigeria.
Test the microphone.
So the excuse of saying that the network is on
Nigeria is on. That one is 419.
But POS is working everywhere in Nigeria.
Put it this way: how do we explain something that we spent close to a trillion, and you just want to throw it like that? It's like carrying our money, throwing inside.
2026 budget for election is 1 trillion. 1 trillion plus. 1 trillion plus.
For Nigeria to move forward, we must do away with these 3 fraudulent arms. For us to do away with it, we must fix INEC and have free and fair election. Our vote must count, and that is what they don't want. So that they do everything, so that even president will say they no go sign that law. But as it is, if you steal my mandate the first time, 2023, shame on you. If we allow you to steal it the second time, shame on us. So Nigerians will not go shame. Akpabio, it is the people who want to rig election that will go to court. Akpabio must come out and pass the electoral reform bill. No. As we they talk now, make officers no court because this Nigeria so now our Nigeria. This National Assembly where we come from. Akpabio will come out. What do we want? Our vote must. Our vote must. Our vote must. Akpabio, pass the bill. 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 My name is Peter from Nigeria. Make we greet our people. This will not be protest. If you are standing by the side, then we came to visit here. We are not here on a courtesy visit. We are here on a protest. Of course. This National Assembly gate now where we go there. So I don't know what you are there for that corner they do. Whatever that they are doing here, this is where we are going to gather. This place so where they now here we are going. No, the Akpabio go meet us here. Akpabio go meet me here.
Enough is enough. Enough. Thank you so much for the strength of the media, in all of the struggles that we have been through. We are asking the Senate to come back to the real-time transmission, electronic transmission, because there seems to be misunderstanding the way people are explaining electronic transmission. We say upload from the ward level, from the voting point, from the polling unit. When you upload immediately, and when you upload, what happens? Whether you have, even if you are saying it's in a place where there is no network, as soon as you get to the network environment, the thing uploads. And so what we are asking the Senate to do is to come back to the same resolution of electronic transmission. You are creating, confidence and trust for a system. Let them not take us back. The real-time transmission is about when people vote, it will count. When you say you have covered the country, a lot of people are supporting you. What we want is a transparent and accountable system. Transmit, let whoever deserves it win. And we need to point out the fact that we normally vote for party logos. When you go on a party ticket and you no longer want to belong to the party, you need to also declare your exit. In all of the struggles that we have been through, we are asking the Senate to come back to the real-time transmission, electronic transmission, because there seems to be misunderstanding the way people are explaining electronic transmission. We say upload from the ward level, from the voting point, from the polling unit. When you to IREV, upload immediately. And when you upload, what happens? Whether you have, even if you are saying it's in a place where there is no network, as soon as you get to the network environment, the thing uploads. And so what we are asking the Senate to do is to come back to the same resolution of electronic transmission. You are creating, confidence and trust for a system. Let them not take us back. The real-time transmission is about when people vote, it will count. When you say you have covered the country, a lot of people are supporting you. What we want is a transparent and accountable system. Transmit, let whoever deserves it win. And we need to point out the fact that we normally vote for party logos. When you go on a party ticket and you no longer want to belong to the party, you need to also declare your exit. Yes. The position should be declared vacant. So it's not about you going up and down. Nobody ever votes. No person's face is in the ballot box. It's the party itself. So you declare that seat vacant when you leave the party. This is very essential. So transparent election is all we are talking about. Electronic transmission of the results to the polling unit. Don't deceive us by saying, they don't have network there. No, upload. Wherever you go into the network, it uploads immediately. And so this is what we are talking about. We are not asking for too much. This morning is going to be a peaceful protest, a peaceful environment to say citizens can air out their voice. Their voices should be heard.
Timelines for INEC.
The timeline for INEC is very important. How can you now say? Because INEC need time to plan. Even with the 360 days, they are struggling with it. It's not enough. And now you are cutting it down by half. It's not acceptable. The timeline should still remain 360 days so that INEC can plan very well for the election. The new INEC, even the chairman, needs to also organize himself and organize his people. But whatever timeline, and this is what we are talking about, because the transmission is very, very important. The effective, immediate passage of the law is very important so that the president will also have time to look through. We don't want version control and version, we are asking the National Assembly to represent the people of Nigeria, represent the system. We want one Nigeria. We want a good country for our children and our grandchildren. Believe in the system. We believe in Nigeria. We are not giving up hope for anybody. The fact that we are here today means we have hope for Nigeria. If nobody is saying anything, they should know that it's a time bomb. We are asking now, be responsible and respond to the election. Go and contest your election. Be safe. Everybody should. We are calling Nigerians to come out and take charge of their destiny. Thank you very much.
Every criminals. Our vote must. Our vote must. Akpabio. 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 Our vote must down.
Nigerian people. To be orderly. We want anybody, whether you are at the back or in front, you are making a statement. Don't fight for everybody to be in the front. If not, we are not going to make sense. We want a peaceful procession. So let's guide our...
Protest, Nigerian people! Protest, we won't start so we will come to my right. We won't start from that beginning of the road.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? So can know your right to.
Good governance. That is why we have come today to talk about the real-time electronic transmission of results. We have gathered in our thousands. So we want to be peaceful, march through this process, and we will share our messages in due course. So let us be guided, let us stay within this space, but let it be clear, we are non-partisan, we are non-political. We are civil society organization, and we are representing the interests of Nigerians. We are not a political party. Please do not misinterpret us or misinterpret our messages. We are not political parties. This is Situation Room, Movement for the Transformation of Nigeria, and other citizens group. That is who we are. sending our message today. Akpabio! 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 For just one simple thing, give us electoral reform. Pass the bill. So our vote can count.
All right, so my people, on I don't hear waiting all the people that want to say protest today talk and waiting they demand for, including the shrink, the timeline for election, preparation will be said and cut into two, just like we discussed here yesterday. And they don't talk, say that, so make them leave and do. In fact, the one way they before said they say they enough. And I can't shrink the one way they now. There was one more important thing. Would they vote for parties, because now party logos will they vote for. Why will go vote for party logo? Then person will carry the vote when they use give the party logo, enter inside another party. That now one very, very, very fundamental point to ABC we they miss inside this electoral reform. How about two things? Either to ensure, say, we vote individuals and not parties. Because now human beings and then they enter inside election. For the countries one are there, my people, na party they vote for being a human beings and make we also know. So how about if we vote for human beings and not political parties? But if we must vote for political parties, this political the person where you vote for under that political party no go feel leave that party for any reason. How about if you put them as a clause that if you transfer from that party, then you're relinquishing your votes, the vote will give you, don't leave them for that party. How about that? Because all this nonsense jump around must stop. We must look for a way to strengthen our democratic process inside Nigeria. All this, you jump from one party, go to the other party. Today, the APC chairman, the Hill, all the governorship aspirants for inside Plateau State, say all of them, all the people that were opposed to this governor now, including the governor will be PDP, all of them don't join APC. You can imagine that. And the governor carried the vote to APC, PDP give up, enter inside APC. Meanwhile, there was somebody he defeated this particular governor in APC, this particular chairman of APC. He defeated him. But now you don't carry the vote, go back to the party. So all of this nonsense needs to stop. That a part of waiting ABC happened today. But just to go further to other conversations, guess what? So the former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, had an interview today with Trust Television. And then he lambast Peter Obi. So I say Peter Obi. He lambast Akpabio in good friend very badly. People going to say, excuse me, sir, what did Akpabio do you? Wait, he lambast like that. He talked about the electoral reform. He said if he was around in the country, he would have joined this protest. Because people they talk say they don't see more of ADC leaders for inside the protest. And he said if he was around, he would have joined. He traveled, he was under the weather, and if he come back on time. But say for Akpabio, say Akpabio na Scumbag. I say, you call a whole Senate president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria Scumbag? So you people can be protesting, they'll be eating in their house. But you don't have to call him a scumbag because you can be protesting and they'll be in their house eating. Why do you have to call him a scumbag? So this one don't raise a lot of controversy and people don't talk about it. Make I show you.
It's unfortunate I have not been able to return to Nigeria before today. I would have joined. It's unfortunate I have not been able to return to Nigeria before today. I would have joined.
This video in a courtesy of Trust Television, Trust TV. Thank you.
It's unfortunate I have not been able to return to Nigeria before today. I would have joined Mr. Peter Obi and other party leaders in protesting to the National Assembly to restore the real-time and mandatory transmission of results from the polling unit. It is the only way we can stop the manipulation that goes on in the collation centers. That is where the real rigging takes place. Rigging doesn't take place in the polling unit. It is in the collation centers. And this provision, which has been passed by the House of Representatives, but sadly being frustrated by the Senate, would have improved the quality of our elections. But we all know why the ruling party and the sitting government doesn't want that, because they know they can't win the elections. And the only way they have a fighting chance is to be able to manipulate the results after people have voted. So I would have joined them if I was in Abuja. I would have joined them. I would have been with Mr. Peter Obi. Well, I think the conference committee will make its recommendations first. I am confident, looking at the composition of the conference committee and the integrity of a majority of its members, they will recommend the restoration of the provision for the real-time transmission of results from the polling unit. So I think the conference committee will resolve this in favor of the people of Nigeria, because this is about the people of Nigeria. It's really not about elections or about APC or ADC or any other party. It's about giving Nigerians the opportunity to vote for whom they want, and that result should not be subject to any manipulation. So I am confident that the conference committee will recommend restoration. Now it is up to the Senate, well, particularly the Senate president, because I think majority of the senators also want the same. The majority of the senators are gentlemen. They want Nigeria to move forward. They are distinguished former governors, former ministers, and former representatives. They are distinguished people that want to see Nigeria make progress. And I think the Senate will overwhelmingly outvote their presiding officer. Because let's be clear, it is not the Senate here that's the problem. Akpabio, who is a scumbag by every definition, is the problem. And Akpabio is nothing but outvote their presiding officer. Because let's be clear, it is not the Senate here that's the problem. Akpabio, who is a scumbag by every definition, is the. And I think the Senate will overwhelmingly outvote their presiding officer. Because let's be clear, it is not the Senate here that's the problem. Akpabio, who is a scumbag by every definition, is the problem. And Akpabio is nothing but Asuaju's lapdog. That's what's going on. And the senators will have to come together and protest and prevent that from happening when they reconvene.
But Mr. Akpabio himself will also protest on the use of your choice of word to describe him. He may have his issues, but certainly it's good to stay within the limits in terms of describing maybe distinguished people like him, don't you think?
I do not consider him distinguished. We've known each other since the 90s. He knows how far we've been through, and I think I'm qualified to call him a scumbag, and he knows why. Yes, what I said is absolutely right, and my sense is that when the National Assembly overrides Akpabio and includes this provision, the president may withhold assent, in which case it will come back to the National Assembly for them to exercise their two-thirds override, to override his veto. I think that will happen because I think the voice of Nigerians is very loud and clear as far as the National Assembly members are concerned. And for their own self-preservation, they must preserve this provision for the real-time transmission of results from the polling unit using electronic means. It's for their own survival. It's for the survival of this democracy. Because we're in election season, and 2 years ago, they can change the national anthem in 5 minutes. Last year, they can play games with the tax reform bills. But now they know that 2026 is the year of preparing for elections. It is the year that candidates will emerge. And Nigerians are watching, and Nigerians are angry, and Nigerians will punish them if they go the way that Akpabio and Tinubu want. This is my hope. I am optimistic. I have confidence in the self-preservation instincts of the members of the National Assembly to do right for once in this last 3 or 4 years. This National Assembly will go down in history as one of the least performing unless they get this electoral bill done properly. And it affects them. It affects them fundamentally, and they know it. They don't want to be left to the mercy of governors and the president to decide who returns to the National Assembly or not. If you know that you're grounded, you have the support of your people, you will want to support this bill because you will win your elections at polling unit. You don't want the president or Akpabio or anybody changing it at the ward collation or local government collation center. So it's a matter of self-preservation, Manev. That is why I'm hoping.
Aha! You hear what's in the talk? That Akpabio is a scumbag by every definition. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, this is very shocking. But let's get straight to other conversation very quickly because we don't get all the time this evening. Nights don't come, and I'd like to open the phone time on phone lines and time so that we will feel all jumping on the conversation. So let's get straight to it. Now, Remi Tinubu, Nigeria's first lady, has said that President Donald Trump's focus on protecting Christians in Nigeria is a divine intervention. Say for him to one saying won't protect Christians for Nigeria, it's a very divine intervention. Now, but she dismissed the campaign of Christian genocide in Nigeria and the US. And the US as a propaganda. Wait. So you say, okay, I'm sure I did. I talked about this earlier, but it's still shocking. In one breath, they talk, say, the fact that Donald Trump can even pay attention to what's happening in Nigeria, to Nigerian Christians, and want to come do something about it or help them out is divine intervention. But on the other breath, you see the talk say, but nothing like Christian genocide for Nigeria. Then what was the reason for the divine intervention if not for Christian genocide? Because now the Christian genocide doesn't lead to the divine intervention where they talk about. Well, let's go. Now, Mrs. Tinubu, a pastor at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, in an interview with The Hill during the visit to the United States, explained that global concern about persecution of Christians in Nigeria was based on propaganda. That whatting the whole world think about, say Christians they genocided. That is whatting the whole world think, say they kill Christians for Nigeria, saying not just propaganda. Christians are not dying. Hey, now the first lady, however, claimed that Mr. Trump's focus on protecting Christians in Nigeria was a divine intervention. Divine in the sense that who would have noticed Nigeria even, or to rally on, really understand what we are grappling with and trying to build the country. That's what she thought. Now, when asked if Mr. Trump is being swayed by propaganda about Christian persecution. Mrs. Tinubu said, I don't think so. No one in the free world will hear that Christians have been killed. And the US is a Christian country, and you can hear that and not speak up or act. So he wasn't swayed by the genocide that is a propaganda. But anybody who hears that Christians were killed will speak up, because the US is a Christian state. I don't know if it's just me that's not making so much, because the way they use write the news, maybe because of me write that. Now, Mrs. Tinubu, meanwhile, has called for more US military strikes targeted at terrorists and bandits in northern region of the country. Now, Nigeria, oops, let me make a go play for now. Make una listen to them keenly. Maybe now una go understand what she talk. Maybe in my head, not just the understand things. So take a listen to it.
Whatever is happening, at times, who would have, you said President Trump recognized me. Who would have thought that would happen, to even say the least? So when you look at that, I'm getting global recognition in all of it, despite, and that is what life is all about. If something is going to be good, it will come from, the rebels. And it starts like that, and then we have that attention, we have the conversation going, and we expect, there will be more. It's going to yield a better fruit for us, and both for us and also America.
President Trump had words of praise for you this morning, but there are still some U.S. lawmakers that believe that there is as they call it, Christian genocide going on in Nigeria, and they've been critical of the government for not doing enough. What do you say to that argument? What do you tell them?
We've been able to educate them more about the situation on ground. We live in Nigeria. We know that, this is a democracy, and we are getting close to re-election, and there will be a lot of potholes of the beliefs they want the outside world to know. And we can see that with this government, we just out of a lot of economic crisis that we inherited, because this is the first time the government of Nigeria will remove fuel subsidy. We were producing oil, but we were not refining them. So now Nigeria, we have refined products, and we're not importing fuel like before. So our exchange rates are stabilizing. The country is moving forward. We're trying to make sure that insecurity we can tackle. And the president has even changed the service chiefs. They've replaced them with new ones. So we're looking at reforms. In November, because of what is going on and the world concern about Nigerian Christians, the government, my husband declared a state of emergency on the 26th November 2026, and on insecurity. And by that, what did he do? He had to ask the police inspector general to recruit additional 50,000 police officers, and then the soldiers 24,000 officers, so that they can help in to secure insecurity. And not only that, there are 10,000 forest guards that were not carrying arms before. It said they should be armed so that they can secure the forest where all those terrorist groups take hiding, and so that and also the bandits and people that are killing for ransom, or asking people, kidnapping for ransom rather. So those are the target. And also not only that, 11,566 police officers that were under VIP assignments have been recalled, so that, and they've been sent to all the hotspot areas in Nigeria, like Plateau State, Benue State, Taraba, and also other communities that they felt that they needed. So, and that's what has been happening. So we hear what the world is saying. We are concerned about our people's safety. Nigeria is a country that encourages freedom of religion, and which is entrenched in our constitution. And we're trying to make sure that even investors, when they come to Nigeria, because our economic growth is rising steadily, and then we want to make sure that we can do that. And there's so much work to be done. So we are not ready to blame past administration, because when Nigeria was in the boom age, we didn't really invest well. So, and this is what we've inherited now. We have to see what to do, and we have to partner with other countries who mean well for Nigeria, and and those who can help us, making sure that our insecurity situation is dealt with.
Wow, 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 wow. So when I don't hear waiting our first lady talk, I have a lot of holes to pick in the things she said, but I would rather you guys do that. So phone lines today opened right away, so that I could just jumping on the conversation to talk on her mind on what you want to think about the reaction and response of our dear First Lady to these things and the questions and what they said and ask her. I mean, this is just an excerpt of the conversation, so there's quite a lot more, and I don't know how on I take see waiting a BC the response we BC she give to the things in which she say they happen for Nigeria and how her husband don't fit tackle the situation for inside Nigeria, very actively. All right, but maybe we just quickly move on to other issues because time no day, as I said earlier. Now, angry U.S. judge has lambasted U.S. Judge Beryl A. Howell lashed out at the FBI and Drug Enforcement Administration for employing delay tactics to frustrate the release of President Bola Tinubu's records based on a 2022 Freedom of Information request by Transparency Campaigner Aaron Greenspan and assisted by investigative journalist David Hundeyin. They did not file this with the Freedom of Information Act since, and Nigerian government never ready to. I mean, sorry, the FBI and DIA never deem am fit to do something about them or to release the documents. And here they are saying that now the judge they talk say, oh, I noticed that you guys are employing delayed tactics before you bring out this document. Okay, I charge you not to release the document immediately. So people don't they come they talk about it. And then one of the people that will be say right about this matter, way be say follow day for court for the matter will be David Hyundai don't correspond to them very well. But let me quickly just take brush up the conversation a bit more. So, Ms. Howell of the U.S. Court of the District of Columbia in Washington, D.C., on February 3rd, rebuked the FBI and DEA for holding up the release of Mr. Tinubu's records, the ones that are expected to shed light on narcotics trafficking or deal. That thing will make them forfeit 460,000 US dollars to the US government in the early 1990s. So whatever it was that made him forfeit that amount in the 1990s, please come and give us the documents to talk about it. Now, Mr. Greenspan, CEO of Plain Sight, a data transparency advocacy group, first filed the FOI in June 2022. Till now, they never get a response or reaction. Now, the sluggishness of the FBI and the DEA to honor court submissions with incessant postponements has caused the case to linger for more than 3 years without any headway in sight. Ms. Howell said, in her opinion, while issuing fresh ultimatums that must not be missed. Say this target what they give on and the final warning, and I must not miss that. Now, according to court filings seen by People's Gazette and other people who also reported this. Now, the FBI in 2023 announced plans to release, I think, 2,500 pages of Tinubu's records in monthly batches of 500 pages each. But the release was stalled after the first installment, the first release, which was redacted, by the way, after Mr. Tinubu fiercely opposed it and sought a reprieve to protect his records, pending a Nigerian Supreme Court judgment that he was then praying to uphold his election victory. He claimed that he would be adversely impacted, that the thing would do him severe harm. Now, if his FBI records were released prematurely. But since he say he don't win election till now, remember there was also a time that there was an argument whether or not Nigerians are supposed to know what their president has been has been up about or has been doing in the past. And people say, why if say Nigerians don't go know what their president they up to? Why we not go know what our president they do and what they do since? It's our responsibility. It's within our right to know what our president has been up to. So why are we saying that we should not know what our president has been up to? Now, Ms. Burial approved his requests then, but even though Mr. Tinubu's presidential victory was upheld, the FBI and DEA continued to delay, begging for a new date to process and release the long soft records anticipated to clarify the decades-long controversy about Tinubu's role in a cocaine trafficking scheme. The Nigerian president denies any wrongdoing. In fact, they don't talk, say, oh, there is nothing to hide. There's nothing to hide about this case. There's nothing to hide about it. So Nigerians come, they even answer them, say, if there is nothing to hide, why has the president been employing new people every time to talk about them? He's employing new lawyers, he's employing new people to talk to, to press on the case when they don't release the documents. If I hear our reactions of some Nigerians about it, I mean, if when I talk, say nothing they here to see, there was nothing for the US to release anymore. Why are you guys still trying to stop the president from the court from releasing any document? You can clearly see from tweets here, Tinubu is using millions of dollars buying time, hence the delaying of his release of criminal records. In fact, the person tagged Donald Trump should, with matter of urgency, order the FBI and DEA to release Bola Tinubu's records. And somebody said Trump in bed with the Tinubu. Sorry, excuse my language. You can see what's in the person right there. So people just did react about it, and people did very miffed and angry over the situation. But I'm coming to it because I get to also what perhaps infuriated David Hundeyin, one of the people who ABC did for this case the most. Now, this person now said the presidency says there is nothing new in the files. Yet the FBI and DEA fought tooth and nail in a US court to keep them hidden. It's just old news. While why all these responses? People aren't asking for anything again because time. In fact, some people can't even talk to just when you don't reach about 3 years to your administration. Meanwhile, she forgot that her name is still. She said, Pastor Mrs. Tinubu is in the US to defend the terrorists and debunk Christian genocide. Meanwhile, she forgot that her husband has records clearly with the FBI and DEA. She is a brave woman. What Tinubu won't dare, she did, doing it effortlessly. Well, these are some of the reactions, but let me quickly take the reaction of David Hundeyin, one of those who ABC filed the case as the thing they vex and where we're based on waiting ABC. If you say, now trick, now why you where the judge they play, nothing they won't tell us, that why you play. You know, go tell us, say you know, no, waiting they happen. You know all these things. So what are you talking about? Now, just let me read this quickly, and while I open the phone lines are open. I'd love you guys to jump in the conversation as fast as possible so that we can deal with the case. Now, he says, I just want to put in on record that Judge Beryl Howell is full of full of shit. Now, including the FOIA, that is Freedom of Information Act pre-action. We launched this illegal action 4 entire years ago in 2022. It don't reach 4 years now. And in the intervening time, she has allowed the FBI and DEA to tell multiple lies before her court. She allowed the FBI and DEA to lie plenty times, disobeying her own very orders multiple times, and she not talk anything about that. Now, I do not care whether she is all of a sudden pretending to care about her orders being respected or not. She now said when we are already 75% in the way through the first presidential term of the US intelligence assets, that's what he called him, that she has spent 3 years protecting. She can print out her minutes paperless order, roll it up into and pick whatever it is he said that, but I don't want to go there. You don't see what he right. Maybe she roll them up, do herself inside the bathroom. Say because she no really care about her. In consequence, you know, get any respect for her. You know, get any respect. In fact, as he stands now, he respect Nigeria, pass away, respect her. And not like he really respects Nigeria anyway, so you can imagine that. So this reaction now, don't they make people they wonder, they say, So the US said their court said still they this corrupt. Is it that the judge indeed did not know all this while that the FBI and DIA don't beat her deadline and they don't do anything about her? What is it really that would allow the judge or make the judge act so like she don't forget all this while? Say she give an order where the FBI and DEA never act on. And the FBI and DEA themselves too. What could be the matter for people where be say now they're supposed to be the, now then we'll take example of democracy from. What's it go be about this particular Tinubu case? We make them delay till this time. Nigerians phone lines are open 0817-029-4077. That's the number to call 0817-029-4077. Or you follow the link on the pinned post, and the link will bring you straight into the studio to join the conversation. Just follow the link for the pinned post. It will bring you straight into the studio to join the conversation. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Hello, are you there? Good evening.
Hello, good evening. Are you?
Hi, yes, I can hear you. Welcome. Please, your name and where you're calling from. Welcome, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Precious. My name is Simon. I'm calling you from Bristol, the UK.
You're welcome.
I'm just calling regarding the event that's unfolding in Nigeria presently. it's quite intriguing to see all these changes now. You know, you see these people that says themselves they are untouchable. At least they are feeling it now. I can't believe how these people got to power. It's just like a joke how they get to power. You know, how did they get there? You know, and I think it's because of the gullibility of Nigerians that is making them to feel that they can do anything. You know, it's so shameful that some people will be killed in power and the president will decide to go to some other state to go for a wedding ceremony. That tells you how heartless our leaders are. And it's the heartless behavior is just from the top to down. So Akpabio can just come to the House of Senate and just say to himself, two people, this bill is signed, bam, bam, and then everything is sealed. And then you are talking about over 200 million Nigerians. You are taking them for granted. I think Nigerians should not just, they should march to their house, not even letting them away from the house. They should, in fact, the way these people have done. Anyway, I was so happy today to see that Peter Obi came out and he was at least outside, because at least it shows to Nigerians that it's everybody that's involved. It's not just the ordinary Nigeria. That is an example. It shows to Nigeria. So we all have to come out. If I was in Nigeria, honestly, I will even march to that Abuja and I will stay there. Even if you do get a bed, I will sleep there until they sign that bill. And they will not sign it. We will not even ask them to sign. They will sign it real time and compulsory. It will be written bold. That is what they should. In fact, Nigeria should not even ask for anything less, because it has shown that these people, they are criminals. They are all those governors, they are saying 30 governors that did something. They are all just want to rig for this man. They want to rig for him. You know, when he came and said a la carte, he takes power by a la carte, use money, and bring all those criminals who have stolen Nigerian money, all those criminals who have worked with Abacha, he aligned with them to derail our country, to steal the country. Look at Nigeria. It's a laughing stock from every corner you go. Left and right, it's a laughing stock. Anywhere they step their feet, this government is lying. Everybody knows that they are liars. They are liars. Why the country is burning with all the things that is burning? Tinubu and his agent are coming here to beg the monarchy so that they can have a state visit. Can you imagine?
Did they beg? No, they did not beg. Go. They say Prince Charles just invited you people.
Forget that. How did they invite? How did they, before they got that invitation, how did they get it?
That's
what I'm saying.
So they lobbied for
before
it.
They lobbied for it. They went to begging for that because they want to show themselves that they are accepted, which is wrong. Your country is, in fact, one of the countries that is the most
So wait, Mr. Simon, you're saying that you're saying this authoritatively that the president lobbied to see Prince Charles for this visit when they go to UK.
Monarchy, yes, I'm telling you, they did. They lobbied
to
be able to get this invitation. Now they are parading it everywhere that they were invited, that this and that. No, the same thing that Tinubu wife went to America to go and lobby herself, push herself there because you know Donald Trump was going to be there, and then he pushed herself there and tried to use money to look. It's not everybody you can use money. It's not everybody you can use money, except they don't know. Even when Trump was even announcing, I don't think he knows what he's doing, except maybe he has a deal with Tinubu because that man is supposed to be in prison. He's not supposed to be our president. The place that he's supposed to be is prison. It's a shame that we got ourselves to where we are. And it will take Nigerians to move away from the house. I always say this, not only in your platform, other platform where I speak. I said, we Nigerians have to move. We have to come out. That is the only thing that will push fear into their heart. Nothing else. And at this point now, they will fight to their last blood to say that electronic transfer is not done. Because that is the only thing that can checkmate them. They know. They know that. If you put that thing there now, compulsory, real-time transfer of election result, you will see all those 30 governors that the camp, many of them, they will find how to leave APC. Just watch it. If they sign that thing into law, you will see everybody will be shaking. Because the only reason why they are broke there is because they have perfected a rigging mechanism. And they have sold it to them with the money. That if you don't come, you'll be rigged out. So they know. That's why all those governors are shaking. Now, those governors that did not decamp, they will be happy now that they didn't decamp because they'll be praying that this thing should go through. Because those governors have the popularity of their people. So we need prayers. We need more Nigerians to come out. We need more Nigerians to speak. Because the more people they speak, the more people comes out, the fear they will put on them. Because this rascality should stop. We cannot continue as a nation like this. Nigeria is completely broke. We don't have money in our account. We keep wasting money and propaganda line. When the government wake up in the morning and say, oh, it is raining, please Nigeria should go and look outside because it's sunny. There's no truth in this government. And we never had this war. We have worse government, but we never had this one that's as worse as this. Only 2 or 3 years, you can imagine. You can imagine. You can't even say you are in Nigeria outside, or even in Nigeria itself. Even in that same Nigeria, you can see people are just hopeless. But this is the only chance they have. This is the only chance, because once this thing is signed into law, and the right thing is, you will see Nigerians will troop out, because it will put some bit of confidence in their heart to troop out and vote. But if this is not done, you will see nobody will be interested. So we have to come out. All of us have to come out. In fact, we have to see how we can move people in different countries, in Germany, in UK, in America. We all have to come and start protesting. And even when Tinubu is coming, we are all going to go to that place and to protest that this man should not be here because he's a criminal. We will carry placards. We will let the monarchy know that this man you are bringing in is not the right person to be there.
Una go gree come out, come do una go gree protest when he come London. The way you people used to tell Nigerians to come out, it is also your turn if you want to do it.
Yeah, we will mobilize ourselves. You will see it. We will mobilize ourselves. We are already jarring. The news just came now, so we are going to mobilize ourselves. We are going to, even if it's to not work that day, we will all go there. Because as long as this man is disgraced anywhere he's going, he knows they hate him. He knows Nigeria hates him. And I've never seen a president that is even Abacha as worse as it is. Some people still love him. As worse as Abacha is. And you know what? The corruption of Abacha is a tiny bit of what is happening today in Nigeria. It's a tiny bit of what is happening. And that's why nothing is moving. Nothing in that Nigeria is moving. So we all have to come out. Anywhere you go, there's no place in the weekend we go that you will find peace. Anywhere you go, see the wife went to America, she is disgraced. Anywhere these people go, we have to continue to disgrace them. Except they will just go, hide, stay in their place, and when they finish, they hide again, take their private jet and disappear. That's the only way. Sorry, I just took your time too much, but I just feel this is really annoying. But at least I'm happy to see that some Nigerians are responding to what's happening now. The Senate they are scared because they know they are not safe. And the more they delay this, the more Nigerians will come out. They don't know what's going to happen. It might turn around again to something that will be very disastrous. And the world is watching Nigerians. I'm talking to you, the whole world is watching. So let them continue to do what they are doing. I know they're on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. I think they're meeting tomorrow.
Yes, they have an emergency session tomorrow.
They're not meeting. It's just a formality meeting. But at least when they meet, they will know that, yes, there's fire on the mountain. So the next meeting they're going to do, maybe when they all meet to harmonize this whole thing, they will have to think. Because they have to change all those things. If not, they will not even let them leave that Senate. They know. Anyway, my sister, let me leave you so other people can talk.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you and good night. Thank you. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello. Please help me turn off your listening device. Turn up the volume of your listening device.
It's turned off. It's off already.
All right. You're welcome. So what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Precious. My name is Kinsey and I'm calling from DC, Washington, DC.
Washington, DC. Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
So our first lady visit on her now. I hope you people are treating her well, or you treated her well. Sir? Sir? Osim ta. Osim ta. Is that what you tell me, ta? Oh yeah, oh. Oh yeah, put my photo. No, it's okay, no problem. I have collected my car. It's okay. I took it. I took the car. No problem. Thank you all the same. Thanks for your kindness. You're far too kind. Just go ahead, please.
Okay, there's something you said about the ballot papers in foreign countries.
Yes.
Whether it's just party logo or here in America, you have the party logo You have the candidate's name.
Oh, so the party logo and the candidate name they inside.
Yeah, sorry, not the party logo, the party name.
Or the party name and the candidate's name. No logo or picture.
And the vice president, like this last one, they had, I think I'm correct, but I'm very certain they had Democratic Party, they had Kamala Harris, and the Republican Party, they had Donald Trump written. And then for every House of Reps member or Congress member or senator, the names of everyone of all the parties are there. And the names, they are there, listed out. So we need to, this Nigeria that we are seeing is our Nigeria, so we need to really work. Because what is happening right now in Nigeria is a bunch of criminals who have seen the loopholes that is there in our constitution and are continually using it against us. I can categorically say this because I've been alive longer than all the way to the Second Republic. In this Fourth Republic, every election that we have had in Nigeria has had rigging in it. Everyone. And the only way to get ourselves out of that mess called election and make it real is for this bill, real-time voter transmission, election result transmission, being included in the next bill. And if Akpabio and his cohorts are not ready to get it done, Nigeria will burn.
All right.
That is all I have to say.
Thank you, sir.
As for the president and so-called president, because he's not winning the election to be president, nobody voted him in. His wife and co and everybody, all they are doing is lobbying, spending our money. If we sit down in Nigeria and do the work that needs to be done, we will not have to go anywhere to lobby anybody. Look at the brains that we have in Nigeria. Let's leave the mineral resource that Nigeria has. Look at the human resource. Over 200 million.
And in an ideal country, that human resources is supposed to be money. It's supposed to translate to money and development. It's supposed to translate to money and development to us.
We have fertile land, untouched fertile land that we can use if we don't do mechanized farming. If every Nigerian has the government put some input into it to help make agriculture glorious, we will feed ourselves. What is all this? We have intelligent, well-educated Nigerians. I meet Nigerians every day, almost every day here in America. And every Nigerian I meet has a college graduate, has a master's, some of them are fast going to have PhDs, coming out with good grades, in correct establishment, making good money. Of every Nigerian I know that lives in America, at least half of them have their houses paid off. All of them are driving Maybachs and correct cars everywhere. It's time we sit down and build our country. Nobody will build it for us. Not the American government, not the British government, not the French government. Nobody will build it for us. We build it ourselves. We don't build it, then Nigeria is doomed. Because these countries that we're coming to was built on the backs of their citizens. Now we're coming here. I'm a victim. I'm talking to myself here. Because Nigeria wasn't working. I left Nigeria and came here and became a citizen here. It's time for all of us to go back home and work and build that country. That's our own home land, our motherland. America is not my motherland.
All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello? Hello? Okay, do I still have you here? Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are we today?
Good evening. I'm fine, thank you. Who's this, please? Your name, where you're calling from?
It's Marvelous from Canada.
Oh, Marvelous, you're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I can see you. You look yummy today. You look takeaway today.
Stop it. Stop it. I don't like it. It's not stop it. I like it.
The energy today, the energy this evening is really positive. I can see you're at a different level this evening, yeah?
Thank you. Go ahead, please.
All right, yeah. For me, what I need to add, I think they can use pidgin English today.
I beg you, speak in there.
Don't say they say waiting during the time within loss. You're not gonna never find out. That thing you're not gonna see out, you're not gonna find out. That's the situation of Nigeria today. Because everybody, all of the way they in position of that so-called leaders, we call themselves leaders, they are leaders. No one free. So you will see now all of them, like the person way they in charge. Now this one gets something against this one gets something. This one will say, if you open my nyash, I go open your own. That is the problem of Nigeria now. So like El-Rufai talk this evening, say Akpabio and Tinubu lapdog. The guy is not lying. The guy is speaking the truth. He's speaking the truth. Akpabio is a puppet. That's number one. He's a puppet to the executive. Because even within the Senate there, these people do not be the Senate elect Akpabio. If you watch immediately, the way Akpabio begin to run up and down, they go every corner. Because it's a disgrace. Because even that 2023 election, because of that election, because of Peter Obi, when Peter Obi came to Canada, I met with him and listened to him speak. Then I had to get my ticket and flow down to Nigeria to vote, only for to vote, do everything about that election. Election was not rigged. The next day I just have to book the available ticket and return back. Because I know that country is gone with the kind of people that have hijacked the country. So that's for that. The woman will go America, the wife will go America, they are still not even know what they happen. That woman tried to go plead. If make them not release the husband record, make them not release their record, he not go there for genocide or anything or whatever. They're not there after Nigeria. These people are after themselves. The truth of the matter is that they are using Nigerian resources on themselves, just to save themselves, just to protect themselves. That is what is going on. Each of you save their skin. That's just the truth. That's what's going on. It's like we need to look this whole thing from a different angle. Even the person in power now, if you're looking at that man, how old do you think that man is? You think that man, if he do anything, that man's supposed to take home, they will care for him. And which is what is really going on now. That man has no fear on his own. Now people will surround him, they debate waiting go happen, waiting go. Because Nigeria needs to wake up. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. The woman went there. That woman go there, they go protect. Maybe those their criminal record not come out.
How did you know this one? This kind of thing where they talk like this. How you take no? How you take no? Sir?
Okay. Wait till the courts they talk today now. What is the court saying? Wait till the court.
Not be today the court talk that thing on. I just saying that today the information to come out. The court been don't talk and since. The talk that thing on the 3rd. That is last week Tuesday, and that was before she went.
Okay, that's before. Then they go. They talk say they break. They say how did they make that language? Say the something wake up today. This guy thing gonna happen.
The baby cried. The witch cried at night. The baby died in the morning.
Okay, so you need to understand the kind of politics where they go on within these people now. So, because those people now, they say those people they use this thing against them now say, we go release this record. We go release this record. Then they spend more money, they pump more money to make sure that record not come out. So these people are not governing in Nigeria. That's just the truth. They are just there for themselves. Even my greatest joy today as well was seeing Peter Obi joining that protest as well. They get my point now. So you will see that these people have no choice rather than to make sure that bill went through, that bill should go through. So Nigeria, because we all now they play our parts to make sure say that Nigeria become great. Because Nigeria, if not the rare earth minerals that country has, is enough to save every Nigerian citizen. For every Nigerian citizen to live well. Even the kind of resources that country has, the UAE, those people do not have that kind of resources. That resources is meant to be used for the development of that country and for the well-being of Nigeria. And we know that with the right leaders in place, the right people in place, Nigeria can be good. Nigeria can do well. Even if you look at the former Prime Minister of Britain, what he called Nigeria is fantastic corrupt.
Yeah, he said, "Would they fantastically corrupt?"
Corrupt. That's what I'm saying. He says that's the kind of corruptions where they go for that. If now even the country the Britain say for don't bankrupt. When they steal the money of that country. You see that area. Then look the American president. He said they now disgrace the country. Nigeria should start listening to those words. Those words hurt. Not watching other leaders. If you watch that, if this guy took over power, none of these leaders wants to associate himself with Nigerians. With those Nigerians. If you watch the guy, when the guy goes to any of these meetings, what do you see? He stand on his own. He may not go in one corner. None of those world leaders were even near until they want to talk to him. Am I the only one witnessing this? I think other people don't see him as well now. Nobody wants to. Okay, since then, if you just say, if now other person, maybe other leaders or whatever, since this guy is in power, you just say those American presidents will look for a way to say, okay, make we meet to the Nigerian president. If now another president did that seat of power, do you think that other leaders will not invite him to say, okay, let's meet, or that American president will don't meet, they will don't sit down, they will don't talk. But the truth of the matter is because of the baggages is too much. The baggages these people carried is too much. The truth was told. Akpabio on his own, that guy was not supposed to be there. That guy is just a puppet. So the truth of the matter is, Nigeria, the first step has been started now. And if you see one thing I want to add again now, there's a thing when I tell you that they say, digital and analog, they are both different things. And if you see the situation now, digital now don't begin to take charge. And digital now they expose their nyash now, which is tech. Technology now is exposing the corruptions in Nigeria. Why are they scared now? They are scared of technology. They are scared of the tech. Because tech, you know, if you paint the paper, one not if you turn to 1,000.
All right. Absolutely. In fact, that's why some people are saying that it's not just enough to transmit electronically, but we must collate the result electronically, so that collation. See when I show example of the difference between South African Collation Center and Nigerian Collation Center, they are on day digital. Everything about the different CD, they add up, the addition. You understand? So people are saying that it's not enough to just ask for electronic transmission. We should also seek for electronic or digital collation. Make the collating process happen digitally. So with that, it go there easier and it's even faster. Instead of us to have one professor coming to call numbers for us one by one. All our own work now just today their work. Why do we like hard life in this country itself? Digital would have made it a bit more easy.
Or go to page 1, not turn 1 to 50, not turn 2 to this, not to the yoga so we painter who will cancel. So the truth must be told.
Thank you.
So we need to start telling the truth.
Thank you.
And this whole nonsense from these people needs to stop. This is what I say, once Nigeria don't begin to stand their ground now, don't begin to say, now what you want, then you say this rubbish, this the politicians now will begin to say now, yes, we are servants, we are made to serve the people. Then you will see say things will begin to change because time they come. Because these people, if they not begin do the right thing now, time they come. The Nigerians where you see so, the people where you not look after, where you not take care of today, tomorrow, they go see you, they will begin to stone you. At that time, now these people now they push down Nigeria too.
Thank you.
So God will save us. God will help us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, Nigerians, phone lines are still open, but whilst we're still on the phone lines, make I quickly bring on some more stories. Okay. So Adewale Adebayo, the 2023 presidential candidate of the SDP, has won that the 2027 election may not hold if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the National Assembly refuse to make electronic transmission of election results mandatory. Say the election fee no hold at all. And people don't really worried about this. Like, is this a threat about the election? And Mr. Adebayo said any attempt to conduct elections without legally backing electronic transmission would undermine democracy and could trigger stiff resistance from Nigerians. And in fact, he said, let me seize this opportunity to warn Senate President Akpabio, Speaker Abbas, those who work in the National Assembly, and the President himself. I can tell you that we are extremely serious and sensitive about the electronic transmission. That's what Mr. Adebayo talked for Inside Arise Television. A group of senators, in fact, they talk a lot of things. So do you believe that the election may not hold and Tinubu may be booted out if there's no consent to the electronic transmission of results? And I know I did say this earlier today too, that the federal government, they won't build about 3 mega schools with 6 billion naira. Each of the schools will cost 2 billion naira. And you're going to ask yourself, schools, building, the school building and equipping, no be salary for 2 billion naira for one school for inside Nigeria. Now, wow. But let me keep quiet and move on to the next issue very quickly. I also did tell you guys that magistrates and judicial workers in Bauchi, Gombe, and Jigawa and other places are advocating for proactive measures to address welfare challenges that impede the effective administration of justice. Magistrates say their salaries don't do the same thing for the past 20 years, that they need to revisit their salaries. Okay, so the 2027 APC says 10 million membership surge signals victory path to Tinubu. So since they don't get that 10 million membership, don't get more than 10 million people register for their party now. So this one means say Tinubu will win the election. And people say, excuse me, the whole 10 million members, none of them will vote for that. That is one. And then 2, I thought we heard at some point that you guys had about 40 million members. How did it not reduce to only 10 million? Now the next question will be people they ask. Well, moving on, the Court of Appeal in Abuja Division today, Monday, affirmed the suspension of Kogi State Central Senator Natasha Akpabio and say, okay, when I do well, as he say, when I suspend that the suspension was in accordance to the law. Remember, Akpabio being appealed the case, and this now waiting them talk. Talking about Akpabio, the same Adebayo don't talk. Say the devil don't they talk to Akpabio, now made them beg Akpabio, making it they listen to the devil again. Well, I can go visit my phone line, come back. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I am Etienne calling from France.
You're welcome. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I've been watching your program. It's very enlightening and educative.
Thank you, sir.
In some aspects of it. But the issue is, I don't really see sense in Nigerian politics. There is no messiah there. Only revolution can take place, or they should split that country. Both the ones who are canvassing for ADC, who is a saint among them? Look at Atiku. Look at El-Rufai, who is now a saint, calling Akpabio name. Was he not the one that went to court to say no changing of the naira during that 2023 election? Assuming the way Emily Philip did it, no money in circulation to buy vote, APC would have not won. It was the same El-Rufai, Kogi State governor people, who went to court with other governors to go and say, no, that naira must be a legal tender, don't withhold it. So now, when do they not want to be a cent? Is it because what they bargained for in Tinubu government, they are unable to get it? So that is why they are now saying, no, I don't see any of them. From A to Z in ADC, PDP, APC, all of them are the same. Only when they are out of government That is where they think what the masses want to hear. When they are in government, they defend each and everything the government is doing. Even the Peter Obi himself, he governed a state. What was the outcome of that state? None of them is a sense. Only a revolution we should canvas for. So that breaking the country by revolution, let the youth.
So when we break the country by revolution, who be the saint? Calm down, brother. If we break the country by revolution, who be the saints who go come rule the country at that time? Not be the same Nigerians.
Political cabal, these political cabal who have been recycling themselves since 1963, they will not be able to continue. We will have a fresh blood. Look at what we have today now. James Ibori's daughter is a member of Red after 8 years in Delta State House of Assembly.
Did you also hear that? Did you also hear that Ibori may be, contesting for senatorial seat too?
Has he not been granted pardon? He's a saint man. Once he's joined APC, you are a saint, so he can contest. Tomorrow he can say he's going for presidency when it's the time for the SARS again. When age is still on his side, he can contest for presidency tomorrow. El-Rufai's son is already at the Senate. Minister for Work, his son is going for chairman.
He's already going. He's already getting it.
He's going for House of Red. Without revolution, we will serve father, we will serve children, we will serve grandchildren. We will continue to be talking online.
All right. Thank you.
That is just my contribution.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution. I appreciate you. So let me quickly just jump on another conversation, which is very important because, again, they don't kill people up and down again. So terrorists suspected to be kidnappers abducted 9 worshippers of St. John's Catholic Church, Ujiji, Utukon district in Ado local government area of Benue State. Now, the victims were reportedly whisked away on Sunday during a vigil in the church premises. That former councillor representing, I think, Ukwenyo ward of the Ado local government legislative council, Emmanuel Uda, confirmed the incident today, Monday. In a telephone conversation, I think with Channels Television, Uda described the abduction as targeted and planned crime against the church and against Christians, when innocent worshippers were at the most sacred ground, a place of worship, a place of peace and refuge, only to be abducted while praying vulnerably and unarmed. So now waiting it up. Let me quickly give you that footage. And this is very sad. But before we go there, other issues really happen too. Like remember I told you that in Kaduna State, they also kidnapped a priest, a Catholic priest, right? Okay, so that one too don't raise a lot of controversy, as a U.S. Lawmaker Riley Moore has called again on Bola Tinubu to urgently rescue Reverend Father Nathaniel Asuwaye, the Holy Trinity Parish Church in Kaduna, who was kidnapped alongside 10 others. Now, in a statement on his X handle, Moore lamented the abduction of the Catholic priest and his parishioners, while urging Tinubu to end what he described as the ongoing Christian genocide in Nigeria. Where the wife, by the way, go US to go tell them, say, nothing like genocide happened for Nigeria. Now he said, please join me in praying for the safe return of Reverend Father Asuwaye of Holy Trinity Parish of Kaduna, who was kidnapped alongside 10 others and more. He said. So he said 3 of his parishioners were brutally murdered by radical Islamic jihadists during the attack, while they kidnapped the other 10. Highlighting the spate of attack recorded last week. Moore added that the last week has been some of the most historically bloody days in recent history for Christians across Nigeria. That's what you talk. That the genocide of Christians must end, and it falls squarely on the Nigerian government. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should to defend his citizens, all of its citizens, and end this violent persecution of Christians. Now, more don't talk about this one. And by the way, he's also a Catholic himself, and this one touch him for body well as he talk. Make I quickly play you footage of that church where he visited kidnap some children when he visited free from the
tragic incident where the members of St. John's of the Cross Catholic Church, Ojije, were kidnapped while they were having their prayer vigil last night. And it's very unfortunate. About 10 of them were kidnapped. As you can watch, these are their belongings, their slippers, Bibles, and every other belonging left. So we are calling on the Catholic Bishop of Otukpo Diocese, the Governor of Benue State, and all critical stakeholders to look into this issue and intervene promptly. We are also calling on the National President to Fair Development Association, the National President to Fair Youth Forum. Please intervene immediately. Ufia is becoming a different community we know. And if this is not called, something worse than this will happen. Today we could term it as the Catholic Church in Nojije. We don't know where it will happen tomorrow. So please let us wave into action. When you get this message, pass it and let it reach the governor. Let it reach every critical stakeholder that will intervene. These are the mothers and relatives of those who were kidnapped. There were children between age 10 to 15 who were praying, 9 who were praying for the development of themselves, the church, and the community at large. So we need quick intervention. Please, as you come across this message, pass it around. Let this message.
All right, so this is a very, very sad incident again. You can imagine young children going for night vigil and praying to their God and also being kidnapped, for inside the same church where they feel said and they see, they pray. So it really, how will it feel like if somebody goes into a mosque, somebody from a different religion goes into a mosque to do this kind of thing? How it would they like? How people would take this kind of thing? Why do they do these things to Christians? Because people go talk, say, oh, they are not Muslims, they are not, they are criminals, they are not part of us, they are just criminal elements. But they come in the name of your religion, for crying out loud. And when they conduct these attacks, when they hear them, they chant Allahu Akbar. So you can say anybody can chant Allahu Akbar. But then why, since this thing happened, why we never hear Sultan of Sokoto, since the one will happen for Kwara State, and this one's the one that happened for Kaduna State and other places, and Benue State. Recently, in fact, the whole of that list, this last week incident, we've not seen Arewa Consultative Forum, we've not seen Northern Elders Forum, we've not seen Sultan of Sokoto condemn these things. So, but when people talk, say, oh, these things are from people of your religion, you say, no, they're defending your religion. But then condemn it when they do it, because these people come in the name of your religion. And not the way they talk, and so you carry for news. How can people kill over 200 people, both Christians and Muslims, in a community in Kwara State? I will never see the head leadership of Islam for Nigeria condemning this, that these people came in the name of your religion, and you've not condemned it. Some things like this, it is very annoying to see things like this, they happen for Nigeria. Sometimes we try not to be emotional about this, but it's painful because you don't even know who's next. As long as you live in Nigeria, it's like you're living on a time bomb. You don't even know who's next. And then we'll go about saying that, oh, we're just facing an existential problem and all that. Real human beings are dying, not be film tricks. Real human beings, real life human beings are dying daily. And we're playing politics with this. Political ambition being more important than the lives of the people. If 1 or 2 children of these politicians die, they go still they talk the same thing. 1 or 2 of their family members die, they go still they talk the same thing. Why are we like this? Well, let me invite somebody into the studio, Jerry. Debaris, good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Debaris,
Precious, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Welcome, my brother. Welcome.
I see you. Sometimes you come calm, and then sometimes you ignite your emotion. It just takes over everything I see. The question I wanted to ask is, why is it that every time we talk about this, it seems that the Muslim population themselves, not even the sheikh or the elite Muslim or the what do you call those, the hierarchy, not even them, the people themselves. Now that the Christians are saying you are killing Christians, it's not even the big pastors. We don't even, for some reason, those ones are dumb as hell. They've not even said anything collectively and keep moving. So where are these northern Muslims that every time something happens, say, oh, even Muslims are getting killed too? Why can't the Muslims in those communities say, oh, we don't like what's happening?
Absolutely.
Why have they not even said a word? Them, I don't mean
Muslim in the communities. The leadership of Islam.
I'm not even worried about it. We know the leaders, we know their agenda. Their agenda, see, when we keep saying this Islamization and people think it's a joke, precious, history is there now. We can't run away from history. It is there. It's the agenda. Is that when you go beyond this ordinary way than they do, it's more than what it is. And you and I knows that. But it seems like it's too hard for people to swallow and believe that that's their main agenda. So it looks like it's so easy now. So come on, look at Benue. Look what's happening. This is over how many years, like since I was born. I keep hearing this killing in Benue. It's beyond Fulani herdsmen and this and that, and we think it's a joke. Now they are even making it so blatant. It's so open. They go into churches now. I think I heard somebody was saying in an interview that, oh, it's not sponsored. It's not sponsored. Yeah, it cannot be sponsored because the people that are doing it will not name anybody that this is our sponsor. But we know there are people behind it. They have an agenda. What's killing me right now is the fact that the southern politicians are so mute in the whole thing. That what happened? Why are they afraid? Every time you see the northern politicians, they come on TV and they will talk. They will defend their own interests. They would then our own. I don't know what they are doing, for Christ's sake. Why are they afraid? What think will happen to the South now? Nobody will be this. What's going on with the Southerners? Which kind of people waiting? If you win an election, whether you win or not, and you are now in the position of authority, what are you afraid of? 4 years, you can do whatever. With the way they have money, with what they have, 4 years, they can do anything. They have so much money, you won't even believe it. So they can speak up for the people. If not, it's going to be dog eat dog at the end of the day, because they cannot go anywhere. Look what's happening in the world. Nigerian visas are being cancelled. They are being denied of traveling to other places. Even Ghana. Ghana is now even what do you call it? They're rejecting citizenship, especially those of us from Nigeria. Yeah. Other African countries are rejecting Nigerian citizenship application. So at the end of the day, now that place.
I beg, no vex here they caught you. I'm pained about this. Why it be said the oppositions and no fit take advantage of the international embarrassment and international shame when Nigeria don't become now to use them as a key point for campaign? You can imagine if it is this bad now. Imagine how bad it would be.
I'm thinking
we're not going to travel. We're not going to travel in Nigerian passports if we don't do anything good to change our names. That is to change in name. This thing what we don't call Nigeria now. Most of us cannot even travel. Why? So why the opposition need to talk about them? Why they need to ham on them? Why they need to use them as a key point to just tell Nigerians, say, look at where you guys are now? Why are they not talking? Or is it because they're all the same? Sorry, I beg.
Well, see, the opposition, the way I am seeing it, you know that Tinubu is when you say, I hate to say it, but forgive me if I say the word criminal. I just want to bring a small word. The man gets an eye every. No, I say sorry if I say the man get. Okay, I'll not be only me go call him now. Is it hidden? Don't we know? We know his antecedent, his record, everything is that. Come on now, we don't even know this man in the first place. So if I say someone's a criminal, I don't even know him. Where is he from? Where his parents? Where was he born? Where did he went to school? So if we don't know any of this and we call him name, what's wrong with that? Let him come and prove himself. By the way, the man, if the opposition now come up and start doing, to me, I think it's even too early. That's why I always tell people, why are we even bothering? Let them do their work on the inside and make sure they seal all the leakages. So when they come out, we will know that, oh, okay, yes, there's nothing to go back to that stupid court where they go. So I don't even want them to come out and start doing. Even today, that Peter Obi was on that protest. I don't even want it. I don't even want the man to be, because you have to play their game. Stay away, build the coalition, build everything, get the right people, make sure you get the right support from the inside. So that tomorrow now somebody say, oh, we were not carried along. Oh, you go just say inside the ADC fight don't begin to happen because somebody they know. I would have loved them to. Don't worry. You know, periodically can come out and speak in the public and address people one, but don't be good. What if they go shoot down into that crowd? You know, this
Okay, I'm
The
losing
thing
you.
don't even
Okay,
when your first lady Remi Tinubu was saying did she say re-election year instead of election year? She said re-election. So she feel like say they are coming back into election. So she not even if you
they
say
don't win election
election.
finish.
She not even say
You don't
election
win.
year. She was say election year is so open and plain. But she say re-election. That means they are ready for re-election. I know they listen to the thing. I say re-election year. Come on, now give me a break. Just say election year. That leaves it open. These people now wow, precious. I know say I don't tell you say I no go fit. They do all this with me. I pick my corner and try to say I go take support and do this much way I go feel they do. That's all I'm doing because eventually Nigeria, if we miss this chance where they come this particular chance where they come, see, why could Tinubu almost 4 years now, this man no fit do anything. Just they way up at they bring some kind of things where people no go feel rich. Things are going bad. Why this man don't make him just go out now? Whoever you give I think the best award Tinubu will receive now is say, you know what? Thank you, my people. I've served you. Let me go and sit down and take care of myself. Period. If you let me bring a king.
Make I do you, Yimo. Impossible. Very impossible. Can't.
Why?
Thank
Why?
you. Why do you think it will be possible? Are you whining me?
The man is physically not sound. Now you make it die for office.
Our president is sound though. He spoke today. Oh, did you not hear what he said today?
Well, now speaking with the thing. Ha. Hey, okay. No, wait now. I'm going to say how many months now? Okay, if he's sound, he's going to campaign the entire campaign season. All the other one way,
so
this one, you see,
that he doesn't need to do the campaign himself. Now he be president.
Why not? Why not? He has to
any state to ask them to vote when the governors are there to ask.
Part of that, we can tell you say we can say we don't need governors now. So we don't need governors. So no. But one of the things where they're supposed to put for that electoral distance or that Senate, let it make we mandate and say any candidate, even from local government.
Yes.
May they go and debate. Let's see what they make they go. Why are they afraid? Why? So now there we go see him. We know say this man. People say, oh, is this that? You know, get brain. Tinubu no get sense. You know, sabi anything. All that trick they do for Lagos, everyone go bow down for them. Now they come here. The same thing. You see these Muslim people, I hate to say it. You see these Muslim people, go look around the whole world, the countries where apart from the Emirates where they our family own, look anywhere where Muslim be head of any country in the whole world, see how the place they. See how it be. Now so they be. The size of Agbada where they wear. When they go wear acting, go sit down inside AC, come fall asleep. Which thinking, waiting where their brain they work. You don't go feel working that function in that kind of precious go dress, dress with those kind of shwabi and wrap your head and do all that thing and go sit down. See how you go feel. You go fall asleep right there. You don't go feel work now. That kind of dress where they dress. Which work where they work for them with that kind of dress? With that kind of this thing. They don't go fit now. As the International Assembly, AC don't they blow. The whole thing like when you go sleep, you wrap yourself up. Now sleep, they go now. How many of them they sleep for the National Assembly? They need to work now. None of them, their brain, something, they're not working. They're not ready. There are a few of them who know what to do. But those ones, they talk. I make a yours, I give other people a chance. But thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
I beg, make we stay well, stay what do you call it? Protect your mental, yes, your mental health. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done.
All right, then bye. Okay, so let me quickly jump on some other conversations. Bandits have abducted all passengers in a fresh attack along Ijule Aloma Road in Kogi State. All the passengers, stop them, carry all of them, everybody waiting inside the bus. Some of these things is actually very tiring to talk about. Meanwhile, the trial of the 11 people accused of killing a Rise News journalist, Somto Chukwumadwabu, was stalled today, Monday, at the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory. The prosecution of the defendants got stalled due to the failure of the authorities of Kuje Prison in Abuja to convey them to the court. So the Kuje Prison no bring the people them to come court, now waiting make the trial no go on. Crazy conversations here. And I'm just looking at a few things. So this thing about improvised devices will be the DC for Abia State. Not be the first time it is. I do hope that the Abia State government is alert and security agencies then believe up to their responsibilities, especially as I don't see these ones ahead of time. So we heard that troops of the Nigerian army attached to the 14th Brigade or Hapia Abia State have uncovered improvised explosive devices constructed from 5 kg gas cylinder, nails, and water gel explosives in a forest at Umuchima, Isialangwa North local government area of the state. Improvised explosive devices are locally manufactured bombs, often assembled from readily available components such as gas cylinders and nails, combined with explosives like water gel and all of those issues. It don't happen again, and I do hope say this time, we did that. I hope say we take the other time I told you guys it was a pastor who was saying in his church they see so thing. I beg you, we not get eye to cry again. Mount self they pay me to talk about all these things. I beg. It's tiring to deal with. And Akpabio and in case, Ayabel and in case, still they on. I don't get straight to talk about that one again. Now, Boko Haram terrorists reportedly issued threat later to another Kwara community after Woro massacre. Another one they don't issue threat later. Waiting if we do about them, we never really know. Waiting they do about them, we never know. We hope say we know will come begin here another gist again. But just to also mention, political economist and former presidential candidate Professor Patu Tome has warned that Nigeria is facing a deepening national crisis that is pushing the country dangerously close to collapse. Say as Nigeria did like this, so it almost collapsed. Many people did very, very careful because Nigeria they on the verge of collapse right now. And I hope see people they do something about it. Well, let me stop here. That's the size of our packages evening. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's been part of the show. It's always do I have so I have people at my backyard with Franco Nero there. Yeah, make a good talk to Franco Nero. Good evening, Franco Nero, and welcome. I was just about to end the show before I see you. Good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, good evening, Madam Precious.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. I think there's delay from your end. Good evening. I can hear you.
Okay, let me go ahead so you can round up and go sleep.
Fire down. Yes, fire down, please. Thank you.
Thieves, criminals, liars, forgers, thugs, agberos, destroyers are the ones in charge of our government at various levels, from the federal level to most of the state level, with the exception of a few, the local government level, the National Assembly, especially the Senate, currently led by criminally minded Godswill Akpabio, who, as a matter of fact, they manipulated the tax law that was passed. And then, when the minority caucus said what they passed is different from what the Tinubu administration gazetted, Akpabio and his gang came up and said, no, there's no discrepancy. They refused, as a matter of fact, to produce the document which was gazetted by the executive and the one that was signed into law, which was passed by the National Assembly. They now transferred that criminality, that criminal tendency from forging and manipulating tax law that were applied to Nigerians. They are applying it to the Electoral Act. Nigerians will not, I repeat, will not accept such criminality coming from criminally minded individuals like Godswill Akpabio and his gangs in the National Assembly. Last week, I did mention on this program calling on a certain group of people. Mama P, Peter for Nigeria, Peter Obi himself, Atiku Abubakar, and many others. I am so impressed and happy that not only did the young activists pushing for electoral reforms like Peter for Nigeria, Mama P, Aisha Yusufu, and many others, but Peter Obi himself came out to also speak on this subject matter. Nigerians must continue to mount pressure on these criminally minded people who their heart is as dark as darkness. The only thing that flushes out darkness is light. We must shine the light on their darkness so they will be exposed. What they did in 2023 cannot be allowed in any way, shape, or form to continue in our nation, Nigeria. Never, never again should we allow criminals. Nigerians must not continue to allow the worst of us to rule over the best of us. We must begin to choose the best of us to rule the rest of us so we can get the best from us and make our lives better, make our infrastructure better. Those are committed to the growth of Nigeria. It can only come when the process for putting these people in the office is cleaned up. Why are they scared? Question. Why are they scared? The APC government, why are they scared? Like the former SDP presidential candidate in the last general election, Mr. Adebayo, he called them electoral bandits. While Peter for Nigeria called them political bandits. I will add to it. The Canadian judge referred to the APC as not a political party, but a terrorist organization. So they are both electoral bandit, political bandit, and a terrorist organization. All wrapped in one. Nothing good will come from people that have this terminology ascribed to them. So therefore, Nigerians must continue to mount pressure on the National Assembly and do not take your eyes off INEC, which is a weapon fashioned against the growth and betterment of our nation, Nigeria. INEC must be closed marked. Even if this law is passed, that election result must be transmitted from the polling unit. Not the shenanigans they did in 2023. Manipulating results up and down. I was so furious. Forging results in Port Harcourt, in Rivers State. Forging results in Benue. Forging results in Bauchi. Forging results in Borno. They come and tell us that a certain candidate did not get vote in so and so area. When they are the ones manipulating, changing results, why are they scared? If you have done so well, APC, the federal government of APC, led by Tinubu, if you have done so well, why are you scared of the people's vote? Why? Tell me. Tell Nigerians. You have 31 governors? Yes. So you claim. If you have 31 governors, why are you scared of the people? You say you have done well, the economy is good, right? There's no hardship. There's no poverty. Or Shomole, who is flying and the government is financing his luxurious life in private jet, massaging the foot of young ladies in the private jet, leaving his wife on the side, is telling us food is so cheap. If they have done so well, why are they scared? Why are they scared? Why? You have 31 governors, so you said. Why are you scared of the people? Elections should be won at the polling unit, not at the criminally shrine they call collation center. No. The result, when elections are done in 2024, India has a population of 1.4 billion people. The elections was done over 6 weeks or more. Nobody was killed. A population of 1.4 billion people. Nobody was harassed not to vote. The results of the election, everybody that wanted to vote voted. The result of the election came out, and it was clear for everybody. South Africa did the election in 2024. I watched it. As the results are coming, we are seeing it. In this United States of America, we don't need an electoral empire. We don't need an INEC chairman to tell us who won a local government election here. No. As the votes are being counted, they are telling us, these people, I don't know how they think that we're fools. Akpabio opened his mouth. The APC have been in government since 2015. This is 2026. That is 11 years. They told us, Akpabio, that 9 how many states have no internet or whatever. First, that's a lie. Nice. But let's give it to them. That's a lie. Let's give it to them. If they are now using their failure, you failed in providing basic services for the people, right? And then you now use that excuse of that failure to want to fail again and tell us that is the reason we cannot do better. What kind of leaders do we have? How do they think? What kind of mentality do they carry in their brain? And come out and talk to the people as if the people are daft. Nigerians, good people of Nigeria, no matter how small, everybody, come out, make your voices heard, peacefully, make it heard, not only at the National Assembly. Those that cannot go to Abuja, go to your state assembly. Those cannot go to the state assembly, go to your local government. Let's begin to let these people know that the 1% of them are not to compare with the 99% of Nigerians, even if they want to bring their evil and shenanigans during the course of this process. Thank you, Madam Precious, for allowing me ventilate and making my position known and letting these people know that Nigerians are not scared of them. We are Nigerians. Nobody is more Nigerian than any Nigerian, irrespective of their status. When they occupy these offices, they think they are mini gods. They are not. I repeat, they are not. That office is a temporary position enthroned on them, but they want to act as if they are kings and gods. They will be flushed out by the people when the time comes. Thank you very much.
So say they don't also maintain and consistently say we no get network across the country. In fact, one of the debates we say we not get network not cover everywhere for the country. And one of the debates we say APC don't also put forward now to talk say for the last election when you say we use beavers, say the INEC portal IREV was attacked several times, over 1 million times. So conducting election will be say we will mandate them for IREV to handle those things means would they put the election into the hands would they make them vulnerable to people will be say will attack the election again and put us back for that kind of problem we will come again. So that's what they're trying to say. Maybe we'll not get the sophistication to fit use handle this kind of technology. because we're still a developing nation. I mean, they even cited the United States and other places who have not moved digital totally. So why are we also insisting that we must be?
Move digital, how you mean?
I go play,
Move
I go,
digital.
I go play evidence for you and make you notice and I may talk about
No. How they mean move digital? What they mean?
Well, then they talk and say this some countries where say never still get electronic.
No, specific about United States.
Okay. Just go ahead and respond if you want to respond to that. I'll play it.
I will respond. I respond with facts. Okay. I respond with data. I respond for what I have been following. Like I said, I have been following the democratic process of Nigeria, this present dispensation from 1999 till date. I follow it. I participated at a point. I will quote Peter for Nigeria. He said, anybody that is against the electronic compulsory mandatory transmission of election result from the polling unit, that person is a thief, OG, only. Neither person.
Okay, so make a quickly play you working on APC chieftain talk this morning for Inside Arise Television. Make you hear so that you can...
Yeah, they wait. Are they here?
All right.
I'm neither the Senate nor the Nigerians, but we can reason logically. You are saying to me that over all the polling booths in Nigeria should transmit electronically real time. Now, one, does the telecom operators have that capability? Two, do we have enough electricity to undertake that responsibility in Nigeria? Three, is the infrastructure of the telecom companies sufficient enough to undertake such exercise? Now, what will happen? The last election we had, the INEC server was attacked over 1 million times. So, what they are saying is we should put the electoral process within the vulnerability of hijackers. They now hack the servers. We now go back to, this election is inconclusive. We can't then cause a lot of confusion. That's what I see them pushing. We should do. America does not even transmit electronically real time. There are manual parts of elections, and what can happen, as it has always happened, is you vote, and they count the votes. Then party agents append, their signatures on the paper. The paper can then be scanned and transmitted anyhow you want. But
all right, so there you are. You have your evidence there. Go ahead.
That man is a liar. I don't want to insult. He's a liar.
How?
He's a liar. He talk about electricity. What electricity do they need to
America will even transmit electronically too? Did you not hear when he said that?
You should go and sit down. I will explain the American system. I will explain it if you are allowed, if there's time for that. I will explain that. He talk about electricity. In every polling unit, the beavers is used, true or false? In every polling unit, the beavers is used, true or false?
We not just get beavers, we could reach the all, we they enough for all.
No, now, hold on.
More. So that
I want to follow the process. I want to follow the process.
Get extra in case one beavers no work well, then we'll quickly run, go give them another beaver. So we get extra beavers.
That is why they gave them in 2023. They spent over 350 something billion with a B.
5 billion.
And this next one, they have budgeted 1.something trillion.
1 trillion. Make they give you the exact 1.
I know it's over 1 trillion. So is it for them to steal it? I don't understand it. These people, can they even reason? I don't understand them. I don't understand them. Now let me address him or whatever. What they are saying is they want to revert to the loophole they used in manipulating what they did in 2022, it got me so pissed, especially what happened in Rivers State, your state. When results, you will I was so furious, very angry when I see this manipulation. If you carry that paper, if somebody did primary school give you that kind of paper, say now you take write your exam, Madam Precious, you go fail out.
The cancellations.
But not be one place, so
mutilation,
changing. They go change some in figure, they go leave some in West. I said, I worked in the bank for several years. That is fraud. Fraud not pass like that. You will be arrested. In Nigeria, we'll arrest you, we'll call police, you may not go to jail. But in America, if you try now straight, they'll go lock you up before they will begin judge your case. These people, if they want to go back and create that room to do their mago, it will not work. It will not work. How does the beavers work? The beaver is supposed to do accreditation first. They go bring your, what's it called? The last time I voted there was, what's it called? The other one before beavers. Smart card or whatever they call it, card reader.
When they do the accreditation, they go first of all calculate the number of do your accreditation.
That's what I'm telling you. They go bring your card, bring your card, slot them in your voter's card to identify you. You put your fingerprint, right? If you don't capture your fingerprint, they know it's technology. If your fingerprint not work, they will capture your face. They'll capture your face. That will be done on the that does more work technologically than easily snapping. Snap na picture they take na picture na be the transmission picture. How many gigabytes or megabytes or kilobytes, whatever the size may be, that the beavers cannot do. Snap it, send it. If the thing not there, that moment go. If I send a message on WhatsApp, maybe at the drive or at the day somewhere, if I send the message, even on text message, it don't come out. It there on queue. Say it go where you send and make it deliver.
And immediately you reach where network day.
Immediately you reach where the network day. So it go deliver. Most time it will tell you when it was sent. So what are these people saying? They are trying to make room to manipulate. That will not work. We are not fools. We are not fools. Even at that, let's give it to them, for example. So the 1.something trillion, what are they going to use it for? If you say the thing was attacked, they can build cyber security this thing and block everything. They spend money on it. If you have such magnificent project, you make budget to counter excuse me, to counter whatever attack that may come. You will anticipate it. They will test run it at that level. These people are thinking like babies and think some of us will be fooled.
All right, so very quickly, how you say the American system they work?
The American system, most states, American elections are not run by a general body. No. According to the American constitutions and the laws, the states and the local government, so that Nigerians will understand it, like the counties, they are the ones in charge of running elections. Most of the elections are run, they have physical ballot papers and then the electronic voting process. You know, when you vote, you go print out what you vote. For those where they use electronic, they vote. Those where they use paper, They go print the paper. Now that paper, they go scan am. The scanner will count it. Will count the vote. And then when they are reporting the vote, the counting will begin to, when they start counting the vote, now machine, most time, now machine, they do the counting. Most time, because the voting rate for America is very, very high. If 10 million people, 9 day my state, for example, the state of Georgia, 10 million people, like 6 to 7 million, now go likely vote. That's about 70% voting rate. Now go come out and vote. Because the voting process is kind of made easy. They have early voting. They give them like 3 weeks to vote early. They have mail-in ballot voting. Then they have election day voting. You know, so if the election now, let's say on the 5th, let's say on the 25th, the 3 weeks early voting, if it starts on the 1st or on the 2nd, people will go to vote. But those votes, they will just process them, but they will not count it. They will only count it on the day of election, which may be on the 25th, for example. You know, so they have both the paper ballots and then the system, the computer to count the vote. If there are issues, they will physically hand count them, which happened in 2020 in the state of Georgia. So all of those processes now to ensure that there is election security and the votes are properly counted. You understand? So they cannot come and tell us that America does not do electronic voting. They don't do this. They don't do that. They are liars. And let me know is something. Say again.
This man we talk this in lie, and we see they talk saying lie.
I just explained the process to you now. So what is he saying? What is he saying?
Thank you, my brother Frank Valero. Thank you.
These people, their level of life, they say Nigerians are fools. Their criminality will be resisted. Thank you very much for giving me this time to address these criminally minded people, thieves, liars, forgers, agberos, thugs, destroyers.
No.
Their action is clearly showing it. What did they do with the tax laws? What are they doing with the electoral laws now?
Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you, my brother. Well done. Make a leave.
Now the fact, what did they do? We call it data. Data in science is data. Whatever you're doing, we document it. We say, okay, at so time, we'll pull it down and say, this is what's happening. Of course, I studied engineering. I can do mathematics. I worked in the bank. We deal with data. So in all those fields, Jesus Christ, these people, did they think we are fools or uneducated or we can't do analysis? But we must wake up. Nigerians must resist them. Thank you very much. You serve the overtry. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
You'd overtry.
All right, thank you. Good night. Okay,
Good night.
I leave on with the video of waiting Oga by your talk when he spoke about the elections. He talked, say the protest what they see today, say not just fashion parade compared to waiting will happen. When EBC they insist they don't go pass this electronic transmission of results. So
and they have see many letters from the National Assembly. Say come and talk over this matter.
You saw the agitation today, and it does look like the Senate has seen the handwriting and they have called for an emergency.
Saw, it's not agitation, no. That is warm up.
Really?
I tell you, I pray to God Almighty that will resolve the matter. That one is not agitation, no. That is fashion parade. When they see
it's a child's play.
It's a fashion parade.
To what you guys are planning?
Yes, I just came from Lagos now. You will see the news. We're all planning. Everybody's all over the country planning. Because this democracy is important to me than me becoming president. This democracy is more important to me than me being a billionaire. Be more important to me than any other thing. Because the ability of the black man to have a country of his own, where he can experiment his talent, protect his family, protect his children, and we can project our power to the world. It is true democracy. So that is the same government is saying that they caught coup plotters. All of us were worried. You called me to the studio here. We were discussing that if you are a coup plotter, we deal with you in this country. Why are we dealing with coup plotters? And we are allowing coup plotters to be National Assembly and frustrate the intention of the people of Nigeria. What we need to understand is the representative government. Nobody among them there is a reality.
Prince,
we surrendered the power of all the people of Nigeria and gave to the National Assembly. That is why the Supreme Court.
All right, that's not part of waiting BC Prince. I didn't you talk today, but let me just say a big thank you to everyone who's been part of the show. It's always exciting to be with you guys and bring you things that happen for Nigeria. Make a leave when I go retire. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, God willing. Protect your mental health. I love you. Good night and God bless you. If you're not following, please ensure you like this post. Kindly like, share, and then subscribe to this platform. If this is your first time of joining us, please ensure that you subscribe. I love you. Good night and God bless you.